Diga uno lo que quiera, lo critique.
Mi libro favorito. ¿Era el tema?
Sí.
Ok.
Ya está.
Diga. 3, 2.
Mi libro favorito es el Srimad Bhagavatam. El libro que habla de todo lo que uno puede imaginarse. Claro, mi libro favorito es el Srimad Bhagavatam con los significados de Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Porque sin ellos yo ni siquiera tendré el Bhagavatam ni lo intentaré. Y por eso solamente puedo ofrecer mis más humildes reverencias una y otra vez al Srimad Paramadvuati. Queridos devotos de Krishna, aquí en Vindakunja, conclusión. Aquí muy interesante estamos la aparición de Rishabdeva. Es el verso, canto 5, capítulo 3, texto 15. Since I cannot find anyone equal to me, I shall personally expand myself into a plenary portion and thus advent myself in the womb of Meru Devi, the wife of Maharaj Nabi, the son of Agnidra. This, Srila Prabhupada explains, this is an example of the omnipotence of the Supreme Personality of God. Also, he is one without a second. He expands himself to, I need a little light. It's not, I can't read it.
More light?
Just some phone
Telefono.
light. Some phone light. No. Phone light.
Eso, ahí dale, por fin alguien.
Okay. Also, I am one without a second. He expands himself by swangsa, his personal expansion, and sometimes as vibhinamsa, as his separated expansion. Lord Vishnu herein agrees to send his personal expansion as the son of Meru Devi, the wife of Maharaj Nabi, who is the son of Agnidra. The Ritvija, the priests, know the Lord as is one. So they prayed to the Lord They prayed to the Supreme Lord to become the son of Maharaj Nabi, to let the world know that the absolute truth, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is one without a second. When he incarnates, he expands himself in different potencies. Okay, sit down. Om Gyana Divinandas Yagina Jana Shalakaya Shakshu Vivitam Jini Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manubhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantika. So this is a very wonderful description of the Lord's potency. Now, we have to understand one thing, the difference between you and God. You take birth by the will of the Supreme, and the Lord takes birth by his sweet will. He can appear anywhere, anytime. This is no problem for him. He can manifest any particular teachings at any time. Sometimes he appears as the original. Sorry. And now it's not shining.
You have to turn on.
Oh, you can also turn it on. This is, Madhava Krishna is like a desire tree. You just say, let there be light, and then there was light. It's funny, but my eyes are bad. And the letters of this Srimad Bhagavatam are so small. I can't read it without some intensive light. Anyhow, now, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is all-powerful. And he shows us in many ways that he is who he is. And Vrindavan is his own playground. I mean, the whole world is his playground when he wants to come. In the form of Chaitanya Nityananda, he appears in Ekachakra and Antardvip respectively, but then he expands his message and his playground into the entire world. You know, Prabhupada, he's dancing around the world in the playground of Gauranga and Nityananda. That's why he installed Gonitai everywhere. There was a particular feature of Srila Prabhupada. Oh, now I'm talking English. I also read it in English, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let them be English. You all have to learn English anyway. So, this is so beautiful that the Lord can appear where he wants, when he wants. For example, he is in your heart as a Paramatma. Why? Because he wants to be there. He wants to be with you. You are his Vipinamsa expansion in a way. Swamsa means directly, Vinamsa indirect. So indirectly, every soul is coming from him. So the Vipinamsa, Krishna loves his Vipinamsa expansions and he accompanies it. It's like a little bit like a father. Father has 10 children, but his mind divides into 10 and he accompanies 10 children. He asks, my son, how are you doing here? My other son, how are you doing there? My other son, how are you doing there? He's always with the son. Now the difference with Paramatma is he's in the heart and he's with every one of his sons because he cares for them. That is the clear message here. He cares for us. You see? You may be lucky, you may be unhappy. You may be handsome, you may be ugly, but Krishna cares for you. And this caring for him is also part of him teaching. Because whatever lessons we have to learn in this world, those lessons, you can translate.
Siéntese en la mitad de ahí puede hablar para después.
Those lessons, they're the ones which Krishna is giving to us. Whatever lessons the Lord wants us to learn, He will give us that lesson. It's obvious that the world is full of lessons. Sometimes we are alone, sometimes we are accompanied. There's one saying in South America, it says, it's better to be alone than to have bad company. So there's so many different types of circumstances, so many different chances, so many different lessons to learn. And we have to learn and learn and learn and learn and learn and learn. And in order to teach us, the Lord comes himself and teaches the Bhagavad Gita. He himself inspires Vyasadeva to write the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Ramayana, and so many other holy books to explain about him. It is so clear. It is absolutely so clear. And we have to understand that. You cannot say, oh, I will give up my body now. Next lifetime, I will take birth in Bangkok. No, you have no choice. Next lifetime, you may be a dog in Sweden. What do you think? Srila Prabhupada said, Nehru became a dog in Sweden in his next lifetime. Well, Prabhupada, I don't know where he got that information from. He's a pure devotee, so Krishna will give him the information. So Nehru was a Prime Minister of India, became a dog in Sweden in his next life. That's what Prabhupada said. Poor dog. Well, it's Nehru's karma, no?
Better than
He did not behave very nicely here either. But what to do? So India is a mystical land. It's the land of Krishna. India is full of divine manifestations. If it's not connected with Lord Krishna, then it's connected with Lord Rama. If it's not connected with Lord Rama, it's connected with Lord Shiva. If it's not connected with Lord Shiva, it's connected with Devi. If it's not connected with Devi, it's connected with some saintly person. And almost every place in India has something holy. Everywhere something happened, somebody appeared. Parshuram appeared. It's amazing. All Lord Jagannath manifested. Everywhere is holy, right, Maharaj? All of India is always something holy. So that is a very great mercy the Lord has given to Bharatavarsha. Bharatavarsha is a land of mercy. And Bharatapumi lehaila manusya janma jana janma satakakari kara para upakara. Whoever took birth in the land of Bharat, he should make his life perfect by preaching the teachings of the Lord in this world. But we have another expansion of that. Whoever comes from the Western world to live in the land of Bharat, he automatically has to become a teacher of bhakti to all the others from his country. Because that's why you come to the land of Bharat. You're not coming here to enjoy jalebis and chapatis. You're coming here to learn and to transmit Bhakti's message, Bhakti Devi's message to the place where you come from and to the people who speak your language. You mean you're an ambassador. You're an ambassador of Ecuador, you're an ambassador of Costa Rica, you're an ambassador of Paraguay, you're an ambassador of Colombia, you're an ambassador of Mexico. You're an ambassador, and the ambassador both represents his country in Bharata and he represents Bharata in front of his country, because we are talking why a country sends an ambassador out, so that there's a connection with that country. So whatever benefit we can derive from that country will be transmitted to us. The ambassador is evaluating what is valuable in this country, which is useful in our country. And then also, if this country needs some help, maybe our country can participate. Maybe there's an emergency, maybe there has been some natural calamity, and we can send some help, some financial or some aid like that. So an ambassador, so if I send somebody from South America to India, he's an ambassador. He is not there somebody just to be a passive person. No. Passive persons we don't appreciate too much anyway. Why? Because life is not about being passive. Life is about moving your feet, moving your hand, moving your head. How long? How often? 24/7, my dear. 24/7, that is service devotion, the devotional service. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What about sleeping? Yes, you sleep for gaining energy for service, because you need to charge the batteries. So also the sleeping is a type of a battery charging. But otherwise so therefore even our sleeping time is service time. Because if you don't rest the machine, how the machine will work. What about taking prasada? Yes, there's also service. Because you're feeding the machine so they can produce. So everything is perfectly balanced. Krishna has balanced everything. When he comes as Vishapdev, when he comes in any way, he's always into giving. When Lord Chaitanya comes, he gives. When Rama comes, he gives. What is he called? Mayada Purushottam, the best of the human beings. Then Lila Purushottam, the best of the Leelas of the Lord are shown. Then Prema Purushottam, the greatest of the distributor of mercy, Mahaprabhu. Whenever Krishna comes, he comes for some business. Even in the Guna avatars, he takes care of Sattva-guna, of Raja-guna, and Tama-guna. When he comes as Yuga avatar, then he comes to disseminate the message of the particular Yuga. When he comes as Manvatara avatar, then he participates in the administration of the universe. When he comes as Dasavatar or Lila avatar, then each one of them has a particular message to accomplish. Krishna doesn't come here to lie on the beach and have vacation. Of course, he could do whatever he wants. Krishna just blinks an eye and the most beautiful beach will be there. But Krishna is not interested in lying on beaches. Krishna is interested in doing seva to humanity, to creation. And he's always busy. So you don't be a lazy bum. Don't be somebody who avoids service. If you avoid service, you're avoiding your own participation in love. Krishna is active, so you also be active. And one warning: never talk bad about Vaishnavas, never fight with Vaishnavas, never criticize Vaishnavas. That will destroy you. Just be happy. Be happy with what you have and do what you can. What is the big deal? Always making complications, huh? No, 24/7. 24/7 service. Wow, Tyagi Maharaj? Is that Tyagi Maharaj?
Yes.
A miracle. So, This is our message of the Srimad Bhagavatam. It's not fun. It's ecstasy. Yes, spiritual life service is ecstasy. Service is not, oh, again I have to do the service. Oh, no. Service is the connection of ecstasy. The mother, she is full of ecstasy when she serves her child. When she gives the breast to the child, when she cooks in the kitchen for the child, when she stitches the new dresses for the child. This is my baby. Oh, my baby, I can give massage, I can do anything. So Krishna is like that. Always doing service. Krishna is always doing service. So I don't like it when you live in a temple and you're lazy. You just want to do what you like sometimes. No. In the temple, you find out what has to be done. How do we make this place a nice place? How do we attend to the devotees? Like here in Vrindavan, we are completely service. Our job is service. People come from other places, visitors, and we are the host. In one sense, you can say to a certain point, my problem is we are becoming Panda. Panda, he shows the people around the holy places and tells them things which inspire them, which make them happy. When people come to Vrindavan, you see. Of course, you see in Krishna, when they come without knowing any son. Sorry. When people come to India, to Vrindavan, especially the Hindus, sometimes they come by the busloads. Why? Because some travel agency has made advertisement, let's visit the Holy Dham. Then they come here and they take 100 rupees and buy little rupees, 1 rupee, 5 rupee. They have, and then wherever they go, where they see somebody's begging or some temple, they always put a rupee here, a rupee there, a rupee there. They're everywhere they want. So to get the mercy of everyone. So in this sense, that is fair enough. But it's because they don't have a guru. If you have a guru who is doing seva in Vrindavan, then you go there to help the guru to do what he's doing. Maybe he's publishing books, maybe he's cleaning the dam, maybe he's doing some nice temple construction. Whatever your guru does, you participate in. That is your sacrifice. But anyway, so when somebody comes here to us, we are also becoming the guide of service. That's the whole idea. You come to Vrindavan to get service for the rest of your life. I came here first time 1975. Of course, I wanted to come here so much because I wanted to be here with Prabhupada. 1975, opening of Krishna Balaram Mandir. I was here. First in Mayapur, then here in Vrindavan. And Prabhupada was with us. So wonderful. Oh, what a beautiful time, what a beautiful chance. When I meet an old God brother from those times, we almost cry. Oh, you're still coming here. You still love Prabhupada. So wonderful. Because Prabhupada gave us service for the rest of our life. He didn't give us some entertainment. He didn't give us a vacation experience. He gave us a full chance for lifelong commitment. Lifelong commitment. Wow, that's a big thing to say. Well, if you think about it, my dear, family is a lifelong commitment. So how can my relationship with Krishna be less than a lifelong commitment? Yes, sometimes our mind gets upset. Sometimes we think, oh, how can I continue? Or like somebody insults us and we will think, oh, how long will I take these insults? Huh? How long will I tolerate that they are questioning? Maybe you're doing very hard service and then somebody says, oh, I think you want to steal this temple. You say, oh, I'm trying to please everybody and now they think I'm a thief. Like that. Society, friendship and love, always some problem. This world is a problem, wherever you look. If you have no problem, somebody will come and create a problem. If nobody comes to create a problem, your mind will create a problem. There's always a problem. This is just a world of problem. It's a world for suffering. Learning from the sufferings. So the main thing is, Krishna is beyond that. Krishna is the only hope. Krishna is the only chance. Krishna is the only connection we can have. Because he knows what's going on. He knows your situation. And also, on top of that, he can change the things. He can change your karmic course. If yesterday you were condemned to suffer today, Krishna can say, no more suffering. I'll take you back to all back to love. That is Krishna's capacity. Both his capacity and his devotees' capacity also. When Krishna wants his devotees to come and to have this power, then it will happen. So that's why we are so eager to be next to the Guru. No? Guru, can you change my karma? Can you take away all the bad karma I have? Sometimes people ask me, does the Guru take away the karma? Yes, a Chaitanya Guru takes away the karma. Then they ask, do you suffer from having disciples? Of course I suffer from having disciples. As soon as my disciple is sick, as soon as my disciple is in Maya, of course I'm suffering. What do you think? If you love somebody, you suffer from that. You suffer and suffer and suffer, but that suffering is good suffering. The suffering in love, that is the suffering which takes you back home, back to love. The suffering in love is, Chaitanya Maharaj says that in Chaitanya Charitamrita. I don't remember the exact quotation, but he says, if I suffer for my Lord, then this is very good. I have to look up that verse again to be able to quote it perfectly. So Krishna himself comes in this world, he also suffers. Well, first of all, he suffers for us because he sees how much we are in Maya. Then he has his private sufferings and his private concern. When Sita was taken away by Ravana, Lord Rama was crying. When Krishna is he's crying at the feet of Radharani to be forgiven for something. It's very far out. It's very difficult to understand. As a matter of fact, you cannot understand. We only can understand one thing, what it says here. Since I cannot find anyone equal to me, I shall personally explain myself. So sometimes the presence of Krishna is solicited. People say, like, somebody made big austerity, and then he says, my Lord, I want to have a son like you. Oh no, again, one of these guys. If he wants to have a son like me, there's nobody else like me, so I have to become his son. We've heard that story in several occasions, in several incarnations. So if you're making big austerities, and then the Lord will say, okay, what do you want? Oh, my Lord, I want you to become my son. Oh, now I have to become this guy's son because he's my devotee. And I've asked him, I promised him I will give him something. So Krishna, of course, everything is in Krishna's control. We should not be worried because he knows what he's doing, when he's doing, where he's doing. Krishna is never in apuros, like they say in Spanish, because whatever is going on, it's his sweet will. Everything happens by his sweet will. He can appear or not appear by his sweet will. But by his sweet will, he has created a world which is full of problems and sufferings. That's also his sweet will. And all we can do is say, my Lord, you do whatever you like. One time we had bamboo huts behind the temple here. There was no nice guest house. Just 4 rooms, bamboo huts. And I was very happy because they looked so beautiful. Srila Maharaj came here with all his devotees and they went all around. And when they saw this beautiful bamboo huts, they all sat there in the patio. It was very sweet. I never saw pictures of it. They must have them. Then one day, somebody put fire on the bamboo huts from outside because one of the straw roofs went a little bit over the wall. So you could just put a light and that was it. So somebody lit up our huts. I was thinking, oh my God, we put so much energy, so much love. It was so nice, and now it's burned. Then I called Paramadvuati, what are we going to do? Paramadvuati said, let's make a nice guest house. Paramadvuati ki jai. Vasanta Prashami is the disappearance day of Paramadvuati. We should have a very beautiful festival here in his birthday. Paramadvuati was a Colombian saint. Eugenio Colombia. No, Eugenio Paramadvuati. Cannot blame it on all the Colombians. So, anyway, he was very wonderful. Everybody loved Paramadvuati so much. Everybody, all the sadhus in Vrindavan loved Paramadvuati so much. So, Gopini also loved Paramadvuati so much. She made the book, the Los Teachers del System. Anyhow, Krishna can do whatever he wants. That's what we got to get clear. He can and he does. And here we are the witness of that. He lifts the Govardhan, he lifted Govardhan. He killed all the demons. He can also kill the demons in your heart. He danced with the gopis. He invited everybody for his loving dance. That's happening in Sevakuja, Didival, everywhere here. He came, spoke the Bhagavad Gita. That's happened in Kurukshetra. He came to destroy Kansa. That happened in Mathura. He was living in Nandagaon. That's in Nandagaon. He met Radharani in her meeting place in Chanket. That's in Chanket. Radharani went to Surya Kunda. Krishna went to meet her. Everything which happened in Krishna Lila, it happened here. So that's why we have Prajamanda, Parikrama, to go around and remember all these beautiful things. And to do service. Actually, for being in Vrindavan and doing service here is very serious. If we are not serious about serving Krishna, we should not stay in Vrindavan. Go somewhere else. But if you are serious to help Prabhupada, help Krishna, to help the devotees from South America, stay here and do service and be happy. But if you're not serious, And no need to stay here. It will just create some apparat or some dam apparat. It will create disturbance for you and disturbance for others. Of course, I don't say that because I want you to go away, because without you, how can I do this seva here? But the fact is, Prabhupada said 3 days with them. 3 days. After 3 days, service, serious, responsibility, then you're fine. Then you get extension, another 3 days. And after another 3 days, you get another extension, 3 days. As soon as you become grumpy, kaskarabia, bad relationships, talk bad about others, sleep in Mangal Arti, don't come to classes, entertain criticism of other devotees. As soon as you go into that, no good. It's not good for you, and for Vrindavan also is not good. What's the use to have an old frustrated fellow in Vrindavan speaking unhappy things? When we open our mouth, what comes out, that is the child of our moment. When you speak, you're giving birth to a child. If you speak bad about others, it's the child of apparat. If you speak in service, it is the child of devotion. If you speak in prayer, it's the child of your bhakti. But every time you speak, like mother giving birth from her body, when you speak, you're also giving birth. If you're giving birth to some very enlivening, like if you help the others, somebody comes as a visitor and you say, come on, I will show you Vrindavan. And conclusion of it is, let's help Vrindakunja. Because last but not least, every temple has to maintain. So we are also trying to maintain this temple by the people who come here. It's natural. And some of them, they say, no, I want to go somewhere else. I want to help somewhere else. I don't want to help this temple. What? So what? Krishna's arrangement. Everybody helps where he feels that he should help. But we know that we are the ambassadors. We know that this temple was given to us by Prabhupada. And we know that these temples are given to us by Prabhupada for doing extraordinary seva. To Vrindavan and to South America or to any devotee from Vrindavan. Why? Because that's why we got this place. It's not an old people home for people who want to do nothing. That's not a purpose. Or to speak if you're young and dynamic, you better get your show together. Krishna, what responsibility you want me to do here? Madhava, tell me, I'm 100% at your disposal. What do you want me to do? Then when Madhava trusts you, then he will give you an important seva. Then things become more interesting. The more you advance in spiritual life, the more interesting things become. Actually, things are as interesting as the responsibility you take. And what does it really mean? We have to find out every day. We don't know. Maybe tomorrow something else happens. Because Krishna is making the plans of Vrindavan. We have some ideas with Paramadvuati. We have some ideas With Yamuna Kunja, we have some ideas. Vinda Kunja has some ideas. Definitely. And we are very happy having ideas. And working for them. But it's Krishna who knows what he wants us to do. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Do you have any questions? You know, Krishna appears because he wants to appear. He can appear anytime, anywhere. He can appear right here in front of us if he wants. That's what he did with Dhruva Maharaj. But Dhruva Maharaj was pushing. Dhruva Maharaj was not breathing. And the demigod said, hey, Vishnu, this guy is choking us. Little boy stops breathing. We cannot breathe either. Do something. Then Vishnu said, okay, I can't wait. Then he went in front of Dhruva Maharaj. Oh, my Lord has appeared. Oh, what do you want? Why are you giving so much trouble? Why are you calling me? Tell me what you want. Then Dhruva Maharaj, when he saw him, he said,
Guru Maharaj, yo tengo una pregunta.
Dhruva Maharaj said, I was looking for broken glass. Now you have come in front of me and you're the most precious diamond jewel ever imaginable. So now don't ask me if I want anything else. I don't want nothing more. Yes, what's your question?
Es una pregunta que no tiene nada que ver con la clase, pero es con respecto a la India. Que ahora, por ejemplo, se ve mucho en las redes sociales como que el mundo así le mira a la India, que la comida, que cómo la gente vive, que la casta. Pero en realidad es así como con maldad, ¿no? No sé si se dio cuenta usted que en YouTube hay muchísimos videos en todos los idiomas, así como que criticando a la India, atacando a la India. Entonces, como uno vive acá, mucha gente de Sudamérica te pregunta, ¿no? ¿Qué es cierto esto de la India? ¿Vos que vivís allá? Entonces...
I don't know what you're talking about. Who criticizes India?
Los videos.
I don't know.
Ok, bueno, está bien.
Huh? I only see people glorifying India.
Sí, esto es una tendencia
everybody
moderna.
wants to come to India. Everybody likes the dance of Bollywood. Everybody likes yoga. Many people become vegetarians.
Sí, Guru Maharaj, perdón, eso es cierto lo que usted dice, pero eso es antes. Ahora hay una tendencia en YouTube que yo le estoy diciendo porque yo lo estoy viendo, que la gente está atacando mucho a la India, hacen videos, vienen acá solamente para comer la comida callejera, por ejemplo. Claro, si usted no ve las redes sociales no se va a dar cuenta, Guru Maharaj. Mejor, ¿verdad? Pero también, yo lo que ¿sabe por qué le pregunto?
Internet is full of stool.
Sí, pero...
You want to bathe in the stool, or you want to get the nectar shower of Harikatha and Prabhupada Manipedia. Yes, stool, worse than stool. Smearing your body with stool is just stool, is nothing. It just comes out from an intestine of somebody. But smearing your mind with the apparatus and with all the nonsense which is in the internet, you are much worse off than being based in stool.
Yo solo le quería
why you do it? Because you yourself are careless. When I see a title in YouTube, I also look YouTube sometimes. When I see a title in YouTube, the horrors of India, I will never open such a horrible thing. Yeah, or they say, Modi is the enemy of Sanatana Dharma. I say, go to hell, you. So it's up to you what you're going to look at. There's plenty of fantastic things. That's for sure. The devotees of Srila Prabhupada, they put so much nectar of Prabhupada. And now, it's just the internet is full of nectar and full of filth. So just be careful to only look at the nectar. And if somebody tells you, but I saw this filth, Can you please comment on this? You say, no. There's always criticism in this world, but you should look for the good qualities, which means glorification of the pure devotees. You know, one Prabhupada, he's more valuable than all the politicians in the Western world together. All of the politicians, Germany, England, France, USA, all these politicians together, they're not equal to one Prabhupada. You agree?
Of course.
Okay, so let's listen to Prabhupada and not listen to them.
Está bien, no comprendió nomás usted la pregunta que yo le quería hacer. Yo nunca estoy atacando a la India, estoy acá porque me gusta la India. Simplemente, ¿sabe por qué le pregunto? Tengo un canal que tengo casi 100 seguidores, ¿no? Y muchas veces los temas que trato en mi canal trata de eso, ¿no? Como que la gente hoy en día está atacando mucho a la India. Es una realidad, Guru Maharaj. No solo en mi canal, hay miles y miles de canales, ¿no? Claro, yo hago eso. Solo quería que dé un mensaje positivo.
If somebody says, yesterday I was basing in stool, can you please comment on that? Yes, I can. Don't base in stool.
¿Qué significa stool? No lo comprendo.
Excremento.
Ah, ya.
Alguien dice, ayer me bañé en excremento escuchando esta crítica aquella. ¿Qué comentario quieres dar sobre esto? El comentario es, no te bañé en excremento. Isn't it? Confirmed?
Podría decir, lo que pasa es que es como la oportunidad, desde mi punto de vista, lo que usted dice, la oportunidad de predicarle a todos ellos que no tienen una profunda comprensión de la cultura de la India y de los diferentes avatares que han aparecido aquí en general. Porque así yo sé que entonces la gente trata de criticar en pro de una ignorancia que existe, a pesar de que vengan a la India, pero vienen en un turismo nada más. Entonces hay mucha gente que conoce y después critica. Pero ahí hay la oportunidad como seguridad de predicar, de la gloria de la Prabhupada, de toda la gloria del Bhagavatam, porque mucha gente no la conoce, es la realidad. Yo le aseguré, perdón que me hable un poquito. Hace como 3 años atrás fui a Guwahati en Assam. Y entonces fue en el aeropuerto, después cuando regresaba, en el aeropuerto había unas personas de España, yo les conté a los de otras, unas personas de España que estaban ahí en el aeropuerto esperando su conexión. Entonces yo estaba sentado ahí cerca de ellos y escuchaba la conversación y yo no sabía que yo era de Colombia y que sabía español. Pero hablaban lo que usted está presentando, hablaban las cosas más terribles de la India.
Sí.
Maharaj me permite, entonces yo traté de hacer amistad con ellos así. Y, ¿de dónde son? Así, tú hablas español, sí. Y entonces comencé a hablar, me comentaron, ¿y cómo les fue en el día? No, pero esos ríos llevan basuras y la gente a orar. Pero entonces comencé a explicarle, yo lo vi como una oportunidad, 10 minutos antes de viajar para Delhi, de regresar. Era una ignorancia completa. Entonces yo le digo, y comencé a hablarles, a aclararles por qué adoran los árboles, por qué adoran las piedras y qué hace Ganga. Y en 10 minutos estaba una claridad y después nos despidieron, me abrazaron y yo me sentí feliz porque les había aclarado un poquitico y en el avión ya la mente no les iba a especular de lo que es Bharata Varsa Bhumi y la gloria de India. Bueno.
Y después, todos querían iniciarse con Maharaj, pero Maharaj dijo que no. Váyanse a su país y especulen.
Pero me sentí muy extrañado. Yo sé lo que ella está hablando, pero es porque falta de predicar. Por ejemplo, si usted puede predicar en esos medios en inglés, hablándole de gloria, nada más de la experiencia brindaban en Punjab, donde usted esté, y decirle a Prabhupada, perfecto, para mí es perfecto. Gracias, perdón.
Plus, además, cualquier cosa que cualquier persona puede criticar de la India. Esos son los mismos problemas que tienen su propio país, quizás más escondido o quizás menos, pero lo tienen en todos lados y solamente una forma de pretexto para no estudiar lo verdadero y encontrar, uy, aquí también hay suciedad, aquí también hay corrupción, aquí también bla, bla, bla. Aquí hay de todo, pero nosotros no vinimos para lo de todo, nosotros vinimos para lo que hay aquí, en la misericordia de los Vedas y de los acharyas. Es predicar, en fin de cuentas. Además, tiempo, lugar y circunstancia. Tú respondes lo que tú te sientes inspirado cuando llega la situación. No tiene que copiar lo que yo digo.
Por ejemplo, Perdón tiene un concepto de que es una pobreza en la India y que la gente se muere de hambre. Eso no es cierto, miren las estadísticas, se vaya a cualquier lugar. Bueno, no estoy diciendo 100% que esto es la verdad, pero cuando vienen, imagínense, si vienen aquí a brindar cualquier cosa, hasta botan sobra de comida que la están botando, ¿sí o no, Maharaj? Es pura mentira, no conocen. Así de sencillo. Es una oportunidad para predicar en punjab, en inglés, en lo que usted sabe si pueden. Gracias.
Gracias.
Okay, finished.
Ya.
Sin problema.
Ya.
Ya.